And here we are again. Happy, what is this, Monday? Happy Monday to you. Thanks for popping in. I'm John. I am a Gen X grown-up, and this is Gen X grown-up. It's, I know it was just live the other night, or the other day, or whenever that was, but I had this planned already because a brand new release from Atari, not only from Atari, but it's from Digital Eclipse. It's their Gold Master series. Always a treat. And so this comes out tomorrow. It's available all over the place. It's on Steam. It's on PlayStation, Xbox, Switch, all those things. Everything Digital Eclipse does. And I'm seeing so many people here. I see Takaski. I see Duck. I saw Ted. I see Inscrutable Owl and Thumper and Crypto. And I see Stevie just popped in. And yeah, lots of folks. BFG, hi there, hi there. So if you have been here for, we did the Atari 50 not too long ago. Hey, Sonia, I see you. Or Soiner, sorry. Vol Joe is here. Everybody's saying hi. I'll try to say hi to you as I see you pop in. Hey, Aaron, Pierre. If you've seen me do a Digital Eclipse, one of these sorts of things like the Atari 50, so what I tend to like to do is I'm not going to play the videos. We're not going to sit and watch movies together. But there's a lot to explore. It's probably going to be less game playing and more exploring and reading and talking about. And I encourage you to chime in if you see something interesting or whatever. And as you can see, I've only barely touched this. Oh, by the way, how's the mix? Is the music too loud, too soft? Am I too loud, too soft? Whatever. Let me know. I can tune that. And yeah, I've 17% explored. So this is Tetris Forever from Digital Eclipse. We're in the 40th anniversary of Tetris. We did a podcast on it not too long ago. Obvious reason they would choose Tetris, yeah. Josh says it sounds good, thank you. I see you, Jeffrey, Big Dave, Des95, hi there. And so the chapters, we have the perfect game. Tetris breaks free after it got out from behind the Iron Curtain. TetrisMania, taking over the world. The next piece, I'm interested. Okay. And then a Tetris World, 40 years and counting. So let's jump in. And again, aside from videos, we're just going to plow through this and take a look and explore what they've done with this, which is often in large part the reason to get these bundles. I know you can play Tetris. What Digital Eclipse does, though, is make this like a personal, curated museum exploration through Tetris. Hey, I see you, Teddy. How are you? The origin, for 40 years, the game known as Tetris has enticed us, confounded us, and occupied our brains long after we put down the controller. Yeah, how did we get here? There's a video about the perfect game. I've watched this. This actually is quite good. So this is something I learned when I was researching for the podcast. Polyominoes. So it came from polyominoes and tetrominoes. Well, you can scroll down here and look. So these are the types of puzzles been around for forever and ever, big in the 60s. A connection back to the games like Pente, I guess, for pentominoes. Hey, Paul, midnight here, so you might not last long. I get you. So I guess they'll probably get to this. I learned that the name, Sergei picked the name because he used tetrominoes, which had 5 pieces, right? 4 pieces. And tennis, because he liked tennis. So Tetris, tetrominoes, and tennis. But probably they'll say that at some point in here. They have done a great job with these, yeah. So here's the interview with Alexey Pajitnov. Again, I'll let you watch the movies. Playing with math. Alexey was a math prodigy. Participated in various competitions. Oh, really? I didn't know that. In his free time, he enjoyed math-based riddles, since the polyominoes and tetrominoes. Teenage Alexey found an interesting math puzzle at a local store, a set of pentomino toys. He spent hours with them. Later, he would read Solomon Gullom's book. The Computer Center, after receiving his master's degree in applied mathematics. Hey, Torque! Hey, Torque is here. Uh-oh, danger. Electronika 60. So sitting at Alexey's desk, this is cool, was his workplace Electronika 60 computer. This is where he wrote it. Produced by order of the Soviet Ministry of Electronic Industry. It was a clone of the PDP-11. It was not very powerful. In fact, it couldn't even display graphics, just text. While actual Electronika 60 machines are exceedingly rare, a later model from Electronika Lane sits in the lobby of Tetris Inc. Yeah, and I think that original version might even be here, yeah? playing with computers. In his spare time, Alexey and his coworkers enjoyed programming games on their work computers. They had dreams of being able to sell the games, which they couldn't do. Get the pins ready your store. Well, inscrutable Al beat you to it. Thank you, Al. Looks like Al is gifting some memberships to Vol Joe and JP Gibbons and the Hobo. Hey, Hobo Gamer is here. That is so cool. And I see Tom Talks Tiki is here, and Raven's Madhouse, and Paul. So, all right, here we go. So, Al got the party started. Every time someone shows generosity and support for the channel during the live stream, I put a little clip up here, and since he bought 5 memberships, I gotta put 5 up there. That's right. After the stream tonight, we'll be over on our Discord server. Thanks for the reminder, Power. Playing some live games together. So if you'd like to play together with us on some Jackbox style games, right after this, 8:30. So we'll go an hour and a half here or so. And Alexey thought back to the Pajitnovs. Could a virtual Pajitnov set be made for a compelling video game? So he dropped it back to Tetrominoes. We were just kind of talking about. Hey, Sonya, I see you. A game emerges. Rather than have the player fit the shapes into a small box, have the pieces fall down. Yep. I like this as you explore things. The noises are still coming. All the Vanguard sounds. They slow down? Yeah, okay. Or give me back to OS. All right. I like how when you explore something, it does the little, let's see, the game would be over once the well filled up, so then he decided he had to... Oh, there's the little explosion, little star that says you explored that. I think his PDB-60 version is on here. I believe is what I saw. All hail Tetris Forever. I see as Techno 2012. Hi there. Yeah, Gaming Historian. I haven't seen him do a bad video. He does fantastic. I would love to one day be as skilled as he is at weaving a narrative and telling a story. He's fantastic. Well, here it is. Alexey named his game after the Greek word for 4, tetra, and tennis. There it is. I'm just saying it. His favorite sport. Thus, Tetris. Little explosion. This recreation of Alexey's original version of Tetris shows how the very first version of the game was played. The game kept track of how quickly you dropped blocks and how many lines you cleared, but the concept of clearing 4 lines at once to create a high-scoring Tetris was not yet introduced, over 4 years later. And we can play it, right? So, oh, here it is. So, how do I, play, P for play. Oh, I can use my controller, I guess, right? Tom Talks Tiki out tomorrow. It's brand new, coming out tomorrow. Mark James already has his pre-order. He knows the deal. Let's play. Okay, a detailed recreation. Here it is. So this is the PDP-60 recreation of his game. So, oh, and how do we want it to look? Oh man. Digital Eclipse. You got my number. A game by Pajitnov. A.L. Copy. Yeah. Look at that. All right, start. Here we go. Oh, with a little beeping. Kunmong, I was saying the same thing before the stream. I've never been a huge fan of Tetris, but I'm a huge fan of what Digital Eclipse does with these packages. Like, I appreciate it. Like, I've played it. Everybody's played it. Everyone's spent time with it. If you ever had a Game Boy, you had it. I was about to say, I love that it's all in Russian, Das Vidanya, but what would it be in? If it's a recreation, I mean, would you do a localization of it? He certainly never did, right? So he used braces for the, to create individual blocks. Gray Mantle, also, never a huge fan of Tetris. This is the live stream full of people that don't like Tetris. That's not fair. I wouldn't say I don't like it. And I think what I hear you guys saying, and correct me, is that, there's already a hard drop. Yeah, isn't that something else? I think it would be, I wouldn't say I don't like it, right? I'm not a devotee, right? And there's a great documentary. What's it called? The Ecstasy of Order. If you enjoy documentaries, Really great video or a great movie called the documentary called The Ecstasy of Order that kind of talks about like high level Tetris players. There we go. So we can clear floor, we can clear 4, and we even got an achievement for it. If you can see that on my overlay, it's what strikes me. And who was just talking about the drop? What strikes me is how much of the game we know today was already here. A little bit of curvature to the screen. Yeah. So down is a hard drop. What it doesn't seem to have is accelerated drop. You just have an instant. So you can't just speed it up. You know what I mean? I wonder how much, does it get much faster or does it really just go by, Mark is shocked his Game Boy version does not have hard, really? Is that right? Does it have speed up drop? There's probably a technical term for that for people that know Tetris greater. Damn it, John, it's not called speed up drop. It's called something or other. Voljo says on a scale of passive fan to Steve Wozniak, we're all closer to passive fan. Yeah, I suppose that's right. Okay, I could play this for a while, but let's look at the rest of the menu, kind of how they. So we saw right trigger lets me see. That's great. And usually this. Oh, it drops out to. It does have configurable maybe. All right, so all right. I think we've seen this. Let's quit. Okay. That's neat. I'd heard that they were going to have the recreation of it on here. I didn't know it was a recreation, but still, I guess that's what's available, right? Oh, Aaron said he was one that played so much he started seeing how it could stack things in real life. Now, I do that now. I mean, I think if you spend any time with Tetris, right, you get this thing where if you're packing stuff in a drawer or in a car or whatever, yeah, I go da 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 da. Right, you sing the little song because you're. So Anderson says it's hard to be to last a full game. So like you just get bored with it before a full game goes by. It doesn't take much. I was kind of like that, and then I learned you don't have to go much further than where I would normally get bored with it to get to the point where it's so difficult you're going to lose anyway. So then I started actually playing it through. You know what I mean? Takaski. In Soviet Russia, Tetris plays you. Spasiba. Now what? Alexey's colleagues at the Academy of Sciences love playing the game, but how could he let the rest of the world know about its creation? It was illegal to sell. Oops, illegal to sell it. Put those questions aside for the time. So he ported it to the IBM PC. Okay, makes sense. A teenage hacker. All right. You're right, Power. Yeah. Hey, JC, I see you. Welcome. Around this time, Alexey met a brilliant 16-year-old student who was excelling so much in school he often got to visit the academy. Both to learn from the staff and to teach them what they knew. See what he knew. Alexey asked Vadim Gerasimov, got it, to port his Pascal code of Tetris to the IBM PC. Another video here to watch later. Great. Medios. I don't know that well. I know the name. I don't know it terribly well. But oh, and the port is here. Is this the port they did for MS-DOS? Yes. Yes, 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 yes. This is going to be fun to watch it evolve. Grey Mantle says you should link you chats. I assume you're on Twitch. I am on Twitch, but I'm not. Oh, I'm not currently live on Twitch. No, and I don't know how to link the chats. If you do, visit us on Discord and DM me. That would be lovely because I'm not currently streaming on Twitch. All right, so I assume this is a playable. Yes, playable. Largely. Hey, I see you, JJ. Largely completed version. Largely completed. This version of the game, which added color graphics, was widely shared via floppy disks, but never officially sold. So this might be the one that I played. Yes, I recognize this screen to the. This is the CGA colors going down, the orange and the white and the blue, the purple and the teal and all that stuff. Game by A. Pajitnov and V. Gerasimov. I'm sure that's the wrong way to pronounce that. So let's see. Select letter. Enter character. Oh, I think I started at 5. Let's try that. Let's try that again. I've screwed that up already. I don't know how to get out. I've messed it up already. Let's quit and come back in. I started at level 5. Okay. So can I just do 0? 0. There we go. And there's a rotate. But is there any sound? Guess you would have had, what is that, a sound blaster or something? Has the drop. Yes, Control-Alt-Delete. I'm sure that would do it for me. Thank you for your help. The color certainly adds, even on CGA. And that's the thing about, I have reviewed several Tetris products, and each time I review one of the observations I make is, if I review Pac-Man, I'm like, well, how close is it to the arcade Pac-Man? If I review Contra, maybe, how close is it to the NES Contra? Whatever is the de facto version. That's all debatable, but I never felt, I flubbed that. I never felt Tetris had a de facto version. I think there are flavors of it, and certainly there are flavors of it that people are more or less fans of. What's up? John, do you announce these gaming lives at times so people can be reminded? Maybe I'm missing. I usually schedule them, if not a day, at least several hours in advance, and they pop up on the live. I tell you what I don't have, and that's a regularly scheduled when am I going to live stream. Because I historically haven't live streamed a lot, but every few weeks. I'm finding that they're very rewarding for me, and I'm enjoying them more. I did it again, and I'm enjoying them more. So maybe I'll just get like a solid schedule, Glenn. I appreciate you asking. That's a mess. That turned out slightly better than I thought it was going to be. Oh, so what is the stuff on the side? I didn't pay much attention. Statistics. So like how many of each one I've played, I guess. Oh, it's already getting a little problematic. It's a little finicky because it's slow to respond just because it's so old. You think Tetris fans also saw your play and collect Legos? I'm sure there's a non-zero overlap. Yeah, I would expect so. Hey, Big Dave. Welcome. Forgive me if I say welcome to you twice. I'd rather say welcome twice than not at all if I happen to see you. I don't remember talking to you yet. Remember why I didn't like it? Got frustrated with that game a lot. Oh, yeah? Can't get in in time. Okay, I'm dead. I'm just going to get it. Little puke music. Okay. Oh, enter your name? Really? GX. I can't go caps. GXG. Oh, there's the high scores. Once more? No, thank you. And it did it anyway. I said no. They said it wasn't quite finished. Where would it go anyway? I guess back to the title screen. Gray Mantle said, I would put a block right in one of the screen, and then, yeah, it's downhill from there. It is, yeah. It's hard to recover if you really flub a couple times. Hey, Alan. All right, so let's back out. Poof. Is that what Batman would say? Spreading like wildfire. The move to MS-DOS meant Tetris could now be easily spread from computer to computer, and it did. Made copies for friends, they made copies for their friends, and so on, and so on. They found a PC in Moscow. Odds are it had another there. The Hungarian connection. One particular copy changed the world. Victor Briebrin, one of the higher-ups. I'm getting all these names wrong. MS-DOS, I loved you, yeah. Victor, I saw something funny the other day. The interrupt is that, what did it say? It was a meme, one of the things that come by, and it said, who's the current Gen Y or whatever? It said Gen Y. And they say we are masters of all things Electronika computers, and it says also Gen Y. What's a C drive? Which really poignant, kind of points out that young people are they grew up with electronics, they know how to use them, but they don't really often know how they work, or why is there a C drive? Well, back in my day, you had floppy disks, and they were A and B, and then if you had a hard drive, which was rare, they just take for granted it's storage. They don't know how to, it's in the cloud. There's no drives that they even think of. Anyway, he sent a copy to his friend. It escaped Moscow. There you go. Ooh. Oh, that's right. Yeah. Erno Rubik was Hungarian. That's right. Why did I never make that connection? Well, because it wasn't Russian, it was Hungarian, and it was this Hungarian guy. That's why. Yeah. Yep. The 3D. I have a 3D printed copy of the same icon, right? Yep. You ever play Thexture? Yes, I think so. Yeah. I believe I did. I definitely know the name. I think I actually played a port of it on the Amiga, is where I played Thexture. Yeah. All right, so we got a video with Robert Stein, and this is what the recent movie was all about. Was this guy working to get the rights? This company had a lab where they were developing all sorts of things, and they wanted to show me scientific, sophisticated products. But then I looked over the computer and said, "What the hell is this?" Oh, it's just a game. Yep. Let's make a deal. Robert Stein got in touch with Moscow Academy of Sciences, inquiring about licensing. After much negotiation, Pajitnov was able to send back a terse response. Yes, we were interested. We would like to have this deal. Sounds like a Russian response. What the Academy meant to convey by the message is that they wanted to sit down and attempt to hammer out a contract. But what Stein took from the message was the deal was done. So it's a misunderstanding. So they started to work on it even though they hadn't actually gotten the license yet. Yeah, you can get a lot of that. Yeah. Minor Tom, you're right. I see. Hi, by the way. Yeah, there's a lot of... this general overview is how Digital Eclipse does the Gold Master series, and it started with Atari 50. Yeah. So if you saw the Jeff Minter story or you saw Karateka, this is the interface that it looks like. Yeah. Where did I see? Somebody else has said something. Freedom Force. Yeah, absolutely. I know Freedom Force. It was like a destructible environment with Yeah, I remember that. Continue. All right. It takes us down to Chapter 2. Tetris breaks free. The Tetris Biz. Pajitnov's brilliant game had been discovered, and the race was on as a video game publishers around the world competed for the rights to publish this Russian marvel. Oh, there's Henk Rogers. Yep. He and Pajitnov have become very good friends. Yeah. Self-portrait. Is that Henk? Yeah, that's him. But he doesn't look anything like himself anymore. The gem business. Henk with his father Jerry Rogers in Bangkok, Thailand. His project was designed to build high-temp electric ovens that went up to 1900 degrees to heat-treat rubies and sapphires. Huh, okay. And then he became the guy who imported Tetris. The beginning of Japanese RPGs. What? He just got the Karateka? Yeah. It's wonderful. I teared up at places in Karateka when he's there with his dad and they're reminiscing. It's awesome. Yeah. The beginning of, let's see, Henk Rogers moved to Japan in 76, began working for his father's gemstone business. We saw 82, he noticed stores were beginning to sell games for computers. He wanted to get in on what it's, yeah. But it was not popular yet in Japan, which is funny because they survived the crash, right? So he was involved in JRPGs. Huh? Interesting. The Black Onyx. Henk established Bulletproof software. I know Bulletproof. In Japan, he developed Black Onyx, the first role-play game created in Japan, late 83. I'll be becoming a publisher after the success of Black Onyx, took a step back from the game design to concentrate on expanding Bulletproof. Oh, look at this, at a trade show! NEC Personal Computer Fair in Tokyo in 84. These little things, like emulating Tetris only gets you so much. It's seeing these people and a snapshot in time, literally a snapshot in this case. Yeah. Yeah. That's what I mean, they survived it in that they never happened there. Yeah, exactly. Dating back over 2,500 years to ancient China, Go is Ego, board game in which each player, yeah, that's, is that, what do we call that now? Othello or something? No, Go is different than Othello, actually, I think. It's similar. Oh, Othello, maybe. Maybe it's similar. I don't know. They look similar. Young Henk playing Go. So he had an interest in this kind of puzzle game, so we see where this is going. Hello, Famicom! Nintendo released its first game console in 83. 2 years later, it became extremely popular in Japan. Right, so popular in Japan, Famicom, so it wasn't then until, 85 that they worked so hard to get it over here. And the U.S. market was so gun-shy because of the crash of video gaming, home video gaming especially, but I guess all gaming to some degree here, so. Hey, Dawson, I see you. I haven't gotten there. I don't know if they're mentioned or not. We'll see as we traverse. I don't know. Yeah. Shall we play a game? Additionally, Nintendo rebuffed Bulletproof's attempt to produce a Go game But Henk was undeterred, and after his wife discovered a magazine article, Henk sent a fax to Yamuchi asking if he wanted to meet and discuss the idea. He had him, wow, and he got a meeting. Dang. Good on you. The deal's a go. Yamuchi told Henk if Nintendo would pay BPS $300,000 to create a video game version of Go for the Famicom. It was going to be difficult to get the Famicom to calculate the gameplay moves, but Henk had a plan. MicroGo. Interesting. Okay. The Wizardry game was not part of the Goldmaster series. No, it was just a rewrite. It's actually an overlay right, because the old game is still there, yeah. Yeah, in fact, Mo was just talking about it on the new podcast we recorded that comes out Thursday, because that was his game of the week. British expert Go player named Alan Scarf released MicroGo, a Go game for Commodore 64 computer. 64 was similar in power to Famicom. Hank got in touch with him. Interesting. And here we go. Here he is with... All right. Let's see. Moving on. A temporary setback. Even though Bulletproof's Go game took place on a 9x9 board, it was nothing short of a miracle that Scarf was able to get the Famicom to play any version of Go. With the famously difficult to please Yamuchi was unimpressed. He declined to publish the game. He did allow Hank to publish it himself. Huh. And he released it, a 9-line board game. It was set to go. It was first Go game for the Famicom the next 2 years. The only Go game. Sold 150,000 copies. More importantly, Hank now had a friendship with Nintendo's president. Sure. Let's see. Hide the... You can hide the captions. There they are. And you can zoom in on these too if you want. Little clay figures there. Oh, Paul, I see you. Good time to go to bed. I understand. Thank you. Thanks for popping in. I'm sorry it's so late for you. Have a good tomorrow. Meanwhile, in London, Robert Stein of Andromeda Software is closing a deal to license Tetris. Even though he really hadn't secured the rights yet. These are all echoes in my brain from that. I think I said documentary earlier, but the Tetris story of Tetris video, a movie, was a docudrama, kind of a reenactment kind of thing. Hank meets Tetris at the Consumer Electronics Show. I was fascinated with that game, as simple it could keep my attention. The lore reminded me of a Japanese board game my father taught me how to play, which he already had an experience with. So it's connecting these little fibers. Hi Scott, how are you? Does Ego come with a translated manual and instructions of how to play Go? This is a spiffy method to play Go. It might be hard. Is Go on here? Is it playable? Oh, it is! I jumped right over that. Thank you. I don't know. I skipped right over a playable game. Thank you. Let's look. So let's see what they do offer. Because I think... Ooh. I mean, if it's Othello-ish, I know how to play. That's a great question. Thank you for stopping me in my tracks there. It's a totally separate thing, yes. So if I hit the escape, I can come down here. Instruction manual. So, is it translated, though, is the question. No, it's not. Let me keep going. Maybe there's people's names. I don't know what it's pricing for. You can check on Steam. I put a link in the description if you want to wish list it. The great thing about, look, wherever you buy it, the great thing about Steam that I play PC games mostly, is it's going to be on sale soon. You know, it is. I'm guessing, like the other Gold Masters, it's probably like a $25. That's going to be my guess. So controls. Yeah, play stone. All right, let's try it. Looks pretty NES-y. Google Translate, yeah. All right. So I'm moving these little guys. I sure don't know how to play this game. It's going levels? Doesn't Hey, Kunmong! You almost got me. Releases every version for the... Okay. I gotta see the controls again, because I clearly don't know what I'm doing. How about how to play? Oh! It has a translation here! Oh, Torque is interrupting the live stream with his generosity again. Hey, Torque. I see ya. What do we got here? So, 5 memberships snagged up by Torque. Looks like Neil got one. DiMaggio. Vicky Bagley. Hey, Vicky didn't see you here. King Webb. Steve Dix. Okay. All right. Here. Thank you. Thank you so much. The music will start playing any moment now. 1, 2, 3. Now, what does a membership get you? You're going to see you have a little 4, a little icon next to your name. The longer you stay a member, as that will evolve over the months. And also my Friday Plays, there it comes. My Friday Plays that comes out on Friday, you get it a day early on Thursday every week. So, physical copies of the Gold Masters. I do not know. That's a good question. I don't know. Thank you, Torque. You're awesome. Okay. From the main menu, you can choose a 1 or 2 player game to replay a previous save game. Okay. Black always plays first and white plays second. When playing a 1-player game against the computer, you first set your starting level. Oh, so I hadn't set the level yet. Okay, that's where I was. All right. All right. So, as with all instructions, I'll just... I've read enough instructions now that I think I know what I'm doing. All that Vanguard music coming. So, you know, I get to play where I want. So if it is like... Can I go here? Here? No, I guess not. Oh, I see. I gotta go like that. Do you have to capture? Or I know what I'm doing wrong. Every time I go to drop it. Okay, now I'll read a little more instructions. All right. At any time during the game, hold B and press to save a replay. Okay, so I have save states. That's interesting. White plays second. Using a 1-player game against the computer, you and your starting level, blah, blah, blah. None of that. Stones are pasted on the board at the beginning, whether you play as black or white. Got it. A game of ego ends when both players decide that it's over. Both players pass in the menu bar. But they haven't explained the rules, or I've skipped over them. Oh, you surround an enemy stone with your own. Oh, I see. I understand now why it didn't work for me, because it's got to be right next to. Why can't I? There we go. Got it. It's the B button. I kept hitting the A button. So here's a computer. So I guess if I drop it here, it is not Othello. So, all right. So John, you dumb American, just because it looks like Othello doesn't mean ego is Othello. Oh, wait a minute. How did you capture my dude? What am I doing wrong that I'm not doing that? He captured my guy. What if I put it on his? Maybe that's what I did wrong. Let's see. I'll learn by watching him. And see, he bridged mine. Surround the piece. Oh, like all the way around? Surround the piece. So not just left and right? Let's see where he goes. So if I go here... Oh, I can't go there. And it probably's telling me why, but I can't read it. Can I go in the middle here? No, because he took that. Oh, because it's already surrounded. Got it. That makes sense. Oh, this is a much smarter game than Othello. Yeah. Interesting. Okay, so I can't go there. I can go here, but he's going to surround me, obviously. Got it. So he'll go to the left of that black piece, and now I'm fully surrounded on the edge, right? Yep. I got it. And now I know how to play this game that I'd never played before. Yay me. So can you just go anywhere? But you can't go somewhere that's already captured. I got it. So what if I just like go there? So you can play something in anticipation. Hey Scott, surround with no gaps to capture pieces. Also you can't play stones. There you go. There you go. So between my dumb trial and error and the education of the people in chat, thank you. So going just like with Othello, though the edges are power, right? Because they can't be claimed. Well, they could actually they can be claimed. The corner couldn't be claimed, I guess. So if I go to the corner, so he should go to the right of that to stop me from stealing his, probably. That's what I would do. Little ninja kicks it, which is cute. Oh, he took that one. But I can get the one in the corner. No, I can't. Oh, he got me anyway. All right. So, as someone who has never played this before, I'm terrible at it. So, but now we can see. So this ego port, this is the one that Henk did for Bulletproof that ended up getting... They wouldn't publish that he did. So, $29 on Xbox. I got you. Yeah. Got it. No, it's probably 29. That makes sense. Thank you for the tip, Scott. Yeah, that helped a lot. Miner said, came for Tetris, found something new. Okay, so I fast forwarded fast. Oh, we're up to the MS-DOS official release. The first commercial release of Tetris was the MS-DOS version that came programmed in Spectrum Holobyte. Yep. Sister company Mirrorsoft. Yep. Published in the US. There we go. So a video about it. Soviet challenge revealed. Tetris invades America. It was the top 3. What are the 3 greatest things out of Russia? So the ballet, vodka, and Tetris. Oh, there's Atari ST board. All right, so this is the MS-DOS official. So let's see how much more polished it is. Spectrum Holobyte. Just hitting the button. So level 0, height 0. Well, it's certainly prettier, right? Still has the hard drop. Just down on the controller. You can see those if I pop out the show you. Yeah. Show the next piece. I got oh, you can do that. Okay. Oh, show or hide next piece. Okay. See, I'm doing that with a bumper, but it would have been a. I'm glad I opened that menu. That's number 4, and Ivan Drago. I will break you. Every time I have reviewed a product with Tetris in it, I get lots of comments, and I expect to get them here too. It's fine. You don't know how to play Tetris, dude. What are you doing? Nobody ever said I was good at it. I just said I know how it works. It's like, you didn't even do such and such. I'm like, sorry. I'll leave that for you to test. It's got some nuance to it in terms of the graphics. The boxes are outlined rather than being solid boxes, which looks quite nice, I think. If he dies, he dies. That's right, Ivan. Dawson says, I mean, for classic Tetris without a bag, the stacking isn't bad. So, can you see it speeding up on me already? Yeah. And 2 is like the thing at the top that says what line is next. I never have time to look up there. So whether that's on or off, like I don't have the ability to plan ahead like people. If you watch that documentary, The Ecstasy of Order, those people are superhuman. Like there's a certain way you have to hold the controller in order to accomplish the things you need to accomplish, because you like a little claw with your hand to do stuff. Oh, there's just one. I would like to get a Tetris, but at the way this is speeding up, I might not. Oh crap, that's bad news. Whoa! Yep. Excellent work. There's a twofer at least. Oh, new subscriber. Who's that? Let me see. Kevin Can just subscribed. Welcome if you're here. Okay, I want to pause. Let's see what Scott said. The book Game Over, published in the early 90s. Pajitnov said he didn't care much for how Mirrorsoft. Oh, really? Oh, yeah. Interesting. Interesting. You know, you never think about all those disparate perspectives on it, but I get it. I get what he's saying. Why are we not? Oh, I hit start to pause. Oh, then I hit 2 buttons too fast. All right. We're going to die shortly. I won't even have to work hard at it. They're speeding up, and I guess I should learn to just let it drop on its own and give me time to see what the next piece is, but that would assume I'm smart enough. Oh, that's over. All right. Mike Herman just joined. Just subscribed, rather, I should say. Yes. There we are. High score. Yes. Hey, Thor KC is here. Said Tetris affected VR. Update your Tetris dreams with pretty new. Oh, really? I bet it does. Yeah. Yeah. Yep. All right. Moving on. Let's try the next thing. Let's get out of this. And we're only in the 2nd chapter. You know what's different about this collection that might play against it possibly, and not, I'm trying to take my own Tetris bias out of it, is I was thinking The other collections, well, I guess Karateka was like this. It was one game and you played different versions of it. It was great. From the game standpoint, I was thinking, well, it's just going to be a bunch of Tetris and variations of it. But first, it's not. We had Go here. And really the different versions of Tetris, I guess we're learning over the years, varied quite a bit. So someone said earlier that the NES one, some version didn't even have the hard drop. So we looked at this already. Moving on. The video, enter Elorg. Robert Stein desperately needed to close up his contract with Academy, but negotiations... All right, so here's trying to make it correct. Make it... Because he didn't actually have the license. All right, so... Oh, Apple II. Later in 88, Spectrum Holobyte released a version for the Apple II. We'll take a little Kool-Aid break. Let's play. Would you like to play a game? Ooh, hey, hello, Apple. Okay. Oh, it looks very similar. 0, 0. Ooh, look at that. That's very Apple. I think, look, I never had an Apple, but I think like whenever you try to do high-res graphics, you get that dithered, blurry look. Oh, what else is interesting is that they seem to be, what's the word I'm looking for? Not proportionate. Like, see, when you rotate them, they're taller and skinnier than they are wider. See what I mean? That's just, I mean, that's why they're ports, because every piece of hardware had different capability. Oh, I should have slid that over. Different capabilities and possibilities, and so that was the kind of genius you had to have, be able to go, okay, here's what it's supposed to do. Can we make it do something like that on this system? Is what, you know, people that did these translations had to do. Still, where's the Tetris music? That hasn't come along yet. I'm sure that's going to be a whole story in and of itself. That somebody, what's the name of that thing? Is that the proper name for the graphics? I didn't want to offend any Apple fans. That's a technical term for it. All right. I'd love to just get one Tetris. That'd be my goal here. I failed that in the last one, so see if I can build it. I've made a mess down there at the bottom, but it's not getting much. I just parked that. All right. Well, I'm not going to get a Tetris in any of these, apparently, based on my skill set. And you see whenever the color changes, it has that little white, that border, right? Al, you got to run? Thank you for being here, Al. I appreciate you. Thank you for your generosity and gifting those memberships. Spreading the love. We appreciate you. There, I got one. That's horrible. Put that in the corner. I think when I was young, I never knew that you could do that. You could, get them down under a ledge and then move them again. And I think when somebody showed me that, I'm like, oh, game changer. Quite literally. Where are you going? Where are you going? I can put that one there. And I got giant boxes that I can't do anything with. Oh, there. Same thing with the controls. I could turn on the next piece. I see you, Scott. We'll catch up with you in a second. Yeah. Not getting a Tetris. In fact, I'm about to lose. You see it. That goes over there. That goes vaguely. Oh, I should have put that horizontal. That was dumb. I'm going to put that here and hope for a taller piece. Oh, no. Oh, no! It didn't work out at all. Oh, what's my next piece? Another one of those? That's not useful. I'm trying to look ahead. Oh, no. Ah, there we go. Top 10 comrades. Oh, GrownUp. That's all we get. That's fine. Play again? No, thank you. Any key to reboot? Great. All right, let me catch up on the chat. Then we'll get back into this. Let's see. Al had to go. Scott said Apple II had a very unique method of handling color in its display. Apparently, it had to do with the Apple being black and white color. Oh, okay. Oh, interesting. Okay. It reminds me a lot of the Graphics 8 mode on the Atari, how it had the, if you had two pixels next to each other, they would form a bright white, they would overlap. It looks similar. Let's see. Yeah, I did shit the bed in that one. You're right. Does it have different filters? I don't know. I didn't look. Well, let me look for you. Thank you for asking. Let's see. Screen mode. Yeah, it does. Yeah, so you have TV. So there's that one. Then you have TV curved. Okay. Yeah. I wasn't exploring that. I apologize. Thank you. And then just, what is that? Oh, monitor. Color. Oh, monochrome monitor. Oh, there's tons more. I didn't look at any of this. Oh, so there's a filter plus the monitor. So if I go TV curved and monochrome green, so we get curved and, oh, neat. Yeah. Thank you for asking. I didn't think to look at that. I zipped right by. Because all the previous Digital Eclipse packages like this do have all those. Yeah. Good call. Good call. All right, moving on. True to his word, Henk wanted to get in on the Tetris craze. Gilman Louis, CEO of Spectrum Holobyte, agreed to license the rights to Tetris for Japanese computer formats. And there was a lot of confusion around what was a computer, what was a home arcade, what was a video game, things like that. Atari didn't pay any money for the home rights to Tetris. It simply traded Mirrorsoft their rights to create home versions of Blasteroids. Really? In exchange, it got not only home game rights, but also the rights to release Tetris arcade game in the US. Really? There's a nugget I had no idea of. That's interesting. Tetris goes to Japan. Hank was disappointed he couldn't get... Look at all these are all video clips. We must have skipped 20 video clips here. I usually don't stream those because you just sit and watch TV. You could do that when you play it. Unless there's like a commercial or a 30-second spot. He couldn't get all the Tetris rights he wanted, but he did get the rights to create versions of Tetris for Japanese computers. So Tengen was only planning to release his home version of the NES in the US. Hank was able to get Atari to grant him the rights to produce a version for Famicom in Japan. So is this said thing? Single, double, triple Tetris. They had come with unique features. The player had 3 lives and lost one every time the well filled. Really? That's interesting. 90 minutes of vids, Duck is saying, huh? Oh, I wonder if Blasteroids. We can find out. Let's go look. That's a great question. So where we are, let's finish this chapter. We're almost done here. Let's go look at the game list and see what all is in there. I don't know if it'll come right back here or not. That's a great question. Is Blasteroids in there? Would that be awesome? I didn't look. Was it playable? Where was that path? It doesn't say playable here, but maybe. We'll look. Anyway, where were we? There's the magazine ad. And that's Hank. That's him starring in the ad. Oh, he's got big like jelly Tetris pieces. Minor Tom says he's running out of room in his bedroom for all the physical games he collects. MSX cartridge ad. Okay. All right, just a couple of more here. Tetris Sega Arcade. Early December, Sega released an arcade version of Tetris in Japan. The first Tetris to explode in popularity in Japan. Isn't it funny that it took till '88 to catch on in Japan? Where in Russia it was like wildfire, and US was wildfire already. Arcade Flyer in Japanese, of course, yeah. Oh, another playable one. Here's the Famicom. All right. December 22nd, 88, they released Tetris for Famicom, designed similarly to their computer versions, with 3 lives and stages that cleared after a certain number of lines. Oh, is that, I guess, where this started? Okay. First ad for Famicom, with all the pieces falling like there's snow in the winter. So this is a video ad, because this is president asked game designer. So is this the ad, I wonder? Let's see. Let's look and see.
So
No, it's all interview stuff. Yeah, we'll let you watch your own stuff. And 2, I want to, sit and watch TV with you, right? That is a band. Heck yeah, Thor. What does it say? Tetris for kids messaging, showing a young boy in his bedroom. The pieces falling out of the screen. Okay, so let's give this one a shot. Oh, so now we're talking about the hard drop. So Tetris Famicom lets players score more points based on how many lines they clear. Okay, so here we go, 25 lines. Now we're starting to get into the Tetris we know, beyond just the blocks. The levels, use an early control scheme in which you rotate pieces with the directional buttons and hard drop by pressing a button. Direction, okay, we'll see. I do too, Mitchell, yeah. There's that song! Okay, so let's see. So controls. There we go. So up, down to rotate a piece. Really? Move left, move right, and down rotates, and a button drops. Interesting. Interesting. Okay. All right. And you pick the music. Thomas Jenkins in the house. Hey, Tom. Oh, we're going to do Karinka. I guess that's the name of it. Well, that's kind of cool. I see all those cheers coming. Thank you. Hey, Retro Alarm. I assume they would let you change the controls. I think they will let you change them, actually. I think if you go in... yeah, I can remap. You can absolutely remap. So there's a button right there. You hit the button, and you can pitch what do you want it to be. So I'll put it back to default. But you can remap. So good on them. All right, so down to and up is a hard drop. I hate getting this piece first. And a button. Button to drop. There we go. Somehow I can't quite... Oh, you know what I didn't do? Is, let's see, screen mode. We'll do original, curved TV, border, all that. Yep. A lot of filters. They do so much cool stuff on here. All right. So remember, down rotates and button drops. Interesting. Do you want to put it there? Put it here. And up does nothing. Very different. Like, I have to actively think hard about what I'm doing. See, I just hit down, try to drop it. And I know you're watching me play this game, and you see where you would put the piece, right? Everybody does that, and if you don't do exactly, you're like, it can be confusing because our brains are now wired, having played this game so much. We know exactly where we would drop this piece. Yeah, what's a good way to drop that piece, Power? I have no idea what was the right thing to do there. I told you people say I don't know what I'm doing. Lest you think I was kidding about that. Come on. I just need 2. Oh, I hit the B button like a jackass. Come on, just give me a straight piece. Give me a straight piece. Watching, oh, there's always stresses you? I get that. I have nowhere to put that. I'll just dump it over here. I can put it here, in the well, right? Alright. Who I gotta talk to about getting a long skinny piece? You're killing me! Just want a long skinny piece. They're not going to give it to me, are they? Oh, there it is! Oh, but it's not a Tetris because I have that hole in the corner. All right. There's 3. Oh. Hey, Maru just subscribed. Welcome. All right. I think we've seen this game now. And I screwed up at the very beginning. Shame there's no way. Retro Alarm, hi there. Shame there's no way to including Tetris DS. Yeah, I'm sure that's... Here's the thing. Every game, a game compilation that comes out, that's one of the first set of comments I see is, yeah, but it doesn't have blah. I see that a lot with the Atari compilations. Yeah, but it doesn't have Pitfall, and we know why. Yeah, but it doesn't have Superman, and we know why. Scott is funny. And here I'm sure it's licensing. Look, I don't think Digital Eclipse. First, there's so many versions to include, and Digital Eclipse had to. I'm sure they included everything they could that made sense, But all right, we were going to look and see what all games were included. We didn't do that earlier, so here's everything that's included. This is probably something everybody wants to see that I didn't show earlier. So here's the Electronika 60. We played these already. Played the MS-DOS. Played the Apple II. Famicom. Hatris. We've not gotten to that yet. Versions of Tetris 2. More Hatris. Super. How many of these are there? Look at all this. Oh, there is a Game Boy Color game. Super Bombliss. And then the original one that they wrote. So what is that? How many is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. And then a bonus one, the game they included. So, all right. Now we know. Oh, did you see George pop in? There he is. Hey, George. I missed you. We were counting games. Shame there's no way to including but there is that one DS, which is interesting, right? I'll mention again, Power Driven told me earlier as a reminder, after this stream at 8:30, we're going to go and we're going to play some community games on our Discord server, GenXGrownUp.com/Discord. You can drop it right in there. Any mod, I think, could drop a link directly if you'd like. Or George, if you have a chance, drop that link. We're going to be playing live games in the voice chat. And if you want to join us, we'd love to have you join us. Okay, where were we? We got up to here. We got the Apple. Oh, there we. That's where we were. We played that Tetris. There we go. Sega Arcade and the Famicom we just played. Oh, we were right there at the end. Tengen goes rogue. Yeah, Tetris story took a dramatic twist in '88. Publisher Tengen, whatever you say, set to release Tetris with Nintendo's approval, made a surprising announcement that it would cease doing business with Nintendo and release it without their approval. Yeah. Kun Mong. George's voice is on both sides. You're used to him on the podcast. Hey, Marcus, I see you. Welcome and hello. There's the link to the Discord server. Thank you, George. Awesome. A new challenger approaches. Spectrum Holobyte, MicroSoft, and BPS were already making lots of money. The story wasn't over. Nintendo is about to enter the fray. All right, business is war. Well, the rights to Tetris seemed to be all sewn up. A new type of game machine was all about to be released. Yeah, it was. Nintendo Mania. Nintendo launched the Famicom console in the U.S. That's 85, right? Does it say the year? I think it was 85. It says 88, but it says by 88. Nintendo Mania was in full swing. Yeah. Summer CES. Game industry headed to Chicago. Yeah, this is where you hear about people playing Tetris for the first time. Tengen released the game for the NES. They knew about it. Yeah. And that's Henk playing, right? Is that him? Yeah. Oh boy, the Game Boy. The pack-in for the Game Boy. This time Nintendo was preparing to release its next game machine. They knew the simple graphics of Tetris would be perfect for the Game Boy's small black and white screen. They weren't wrong. I think they sold probably half the Game Boys they sold to people that never played a game other than Tetris. I knew people, adults, older people, that would buy a Game Boy for themselves just to play Tetris on. And, it would be, they never touched Electronika, home stereo or whatever. They didn't care. Had a black and white TV, but they would pay to play Tetris because they just got hooked. Pack-in games, yes. There's a video we can watch. There's another one. Oh, Hank's trip to Nintendo of America. Dope. Yeah, somebody was saying like 90 minutes. No, George, it's not the only problem with it. The big decision. Arakawa told Henk if he could get the handhold rights to Tetris, Nintendo would sub-license. Again, this is all stuff. George, my movie guy, who played Henk in this movie that was out last year? He's the guy from that other thing. Oh, I can't remember. The actor. What's his name? 20 people are going to put it in there. Anyway, the guy that played Henk did a good job of showing this Tetris. So they showed him the Tetris game ahead of time. And the Moscow Gambit. Dr. Dave Loop got introduced when it was getting mail order. Taron Egerton. Torque got it. Yeah, you just beat George Typin is all. Unbeknownst to Henk. There you go. He did, exactly. Yeah, but he did it without a question mark. He knew for sure. Two other men also flying to Moscow to meet with Elorg about Tetris. Oh, no. Stein wanted to lock down the rights to the handheld and arcade games. Yep. Stranger in Moscow, so Henk Rogers did not have an appointment to meet with Elorg. He didn't even know where it was located. This is covered in that docudrama. When Nikolai Belikov, the director of Elorg, met Henk in the building's lobby that day, Henk showed him the Famicom version of Tetris. After looking somewhat confused at the box, he told Henk that Elorg never licensed the rights to make the console games to anyone, just home computers. But we've been doing it anyway. Oops. Crypto says, I was listening to the podcast in a car on a road trip. My wife said, that one guy must be sitting on the right side of the mic. Did you explain that we're in totally different rooms and that's creating the soundscape? Yeah, Retro Alarm is echoing what we were saying. Game Boy for the Tetris Game Boy was huge. Perfected game, handheld puzzle game. Yep. Oh, by putting together the contract that was more fair, all parties involved, Henk quickly locked down the worldwide rights. Belikov showed Rogers the original contract that Elorg had signed, which stated that he was only granting the rights for Tetris on computers. Stein interpreted this to include game consoles, which technically were computers. I think it's one of those, like, don't ask, don't tell. Like, I'm not going to clarify. I'll just assume that's what it meant, right? You really get your money's worth of Digital Eclipse, right? I mean, I've skipped over so much video that we could be watching, and it's been an hour already. Yeah, amazing. Nikolai Belikov, who now went into his meeting with Kevin Maxwell, who was there attempting to negotiate the handheld and arcade rights. Belikov showed Maxwell the Famicom version of Tetris since he was unaware Microsoft had licensed for the home console rights and had never seen this version. Maxwell said that it must be a pirated version. Oh, damn. Yep. Well, kind of was. There's your problem. Define computer. Hey, Aaron is saying I was 17 traveling across Germany by train by myself. Couldn't speak German. Met a German team with a Game Boy. We played Tetris the whole trip. Isn't that amazing? How games, kind of like music and other kinds of art, can just connect people and bridge other barriers, whether it's political barriers or language barriers or religious barriers or whatever. There are things, pieces of art like this that can bridge those gaps for people and connect them. I think that's awesome. I think it's amazing. That's a great story, Aaron. Thank you for sharing that. That's so cool. Henk and Alexey met for the first time during this trip. They're still friends today, as we saw in that first chapter. Yeah. Nintendo goes to Russia. In '89, Henk Rogers returned to Moscow. Nintendo of America's top executives accompanying them to work out a deal with Elorg. Sure. After it signed a contract with Elorg, Nintendo told Tengen that they would not ship its planned NES version of Tetris since Nintendo had exclusive home rights. They responded by saying, nope, we're going to do it anyway. Yeah, I went to court, but it was, you can't unring that bell, you know? Yeah. I got you power driven. Great. Yeah. Depending on where we're at, and we can just play the game whenever. Yeah. Yeah, what Power Driven is reminding everyone is that if you join our Discord server at GenXGrownUp.com/Discord, after this stream, I'm going to go straight over there. We're going to get together and play some social games. We'd love to have you join us. We do it, I don't know, every few weeks or so, sometimes more frequently. Power Driven's been driving the train lately. Retro Alarm says the first official version of Tetris I played was the MicroSoft release in '88. On the ZX Spectrum. Nice. Did you see, was that in here when we went through the games? I don't know if it is or not. Tetris Tournament? There's various versions of Tetris continue to grow in popularity. Yeah, so here we go with people. Anytime something is popular, let's find out who's the best. Re-release day, the Famicom version of Tetris got off to a slow sales start. They re-released it in April. Yep. So get rid of that. So I like how in so many of these ads they leverage the tetrominos themselves to create the artwork. There was the one where they were falling out of the TV. There was the one where it's falling like snow. There's this one where it's just tiles of color and imagery, right? And this one does not do that necessarily. After I said that, here's another one using the tetrominos, yeah. And beautiful. And you know, it just speaks to you like it's, even if you don't play the game, it's art, you know. Here they are, kind of like the bat signal. It's the Tetris signal in the sky. Here's what we were just talking about. People seeing the pieces in other places in the world, have those Tetris dreams, or, you know, loading a car, or squeezing things into a drawer or whatever, yeah. The listing of all the different versions available, yeah. That's cool. All right, moving on. Tetris cleans up. Illegal issues were taking place behind the scenes. Players didn't give a damn. They were going nuts, yeah. Yeah, of course. Game of the year. Manny! Hey there! Thank you! Manny just re-upped his membership with us. Been a member for 5 months. Hello, all. Hello and welcome. A little clip on there for you. Oh, Retro Alarm says 1 a.m. and I need to go. I know overseas for we're in the U.S. on the East Coast. We know it's getting very late for you. Thank you for popping in. We hope you will join us again. Sometimes on the weekends we do stream in the afternoons, which would be better for you, I know. So thank you for being here. Power Driven's a perfect example. You don't need a game that costs 200 gigs and 30 minutes to learn. Yep. Pajitnov goes to Japan. Took his first trip there in '89. Guided by Henk, who lived there, right? Or lived there at one point. And who is that? Is that, that's Yamuchi, right? That's the guy who's head of Nintendo. Alexey and Henk. Got the kimonos on. Awesome. I'll just say it one more time. In a video later I watched before, it's, I see Mizu 1, I see you. The Vanguard took you by surprise. That's my little pop-up when someone does a membership. Yeah, little Vanguard music. These guys, there's photos of them later in life. They're still close friends because of how they work together, which I think is really... Oh, wait. There's more there. There's more pictures of the same thing. 89. That's great. All right, what do we got next? Tetris on the Game Boy. They released it in April 22nd, 89. Let's see. They were both massive hits. Tetris vastly expanded the market for Game Boy. Yep, and the Game Boy let people play Tetris for hours without occupying the family computer. There you go. It's an ad for the Game Boy. Oh, they have it linked up, too. Look at that. Notable and quotable. Some people say Tetris made Game Boy, and some people say Game Boy made Tetris. I think they're both true. Hey, Jeremiah. Just trying to bump the 2600 Omega race. I know that's on your list, and I've looked at it several times, and I just haven't prioritized it, but I know it's on your list. And I know it is on the list. Let me give you a little heart. Thank you for that. There you go. Everybody give Jeremiah a little thumbs up. He's letting his dollars count. Let me get back here. George said I was kind of hoping for the arcade version. This was produced by Atari. Yeah, I didn't see that on there. And look, Digital Eclipse is owned by Atari. Why is it not on here? Let me look again. Was it not there and I just missed it? I didn't see it. Famicom, NES, Famicom, yeah. Yeah, and I played that arcade version a lot, just like you did, George. Yeah. Isn't it surprising? Oh, it didn't. Yeah, I was concerned it wouldn't jump me right back in where I left off. All right, where did we leave off? Yeah. I don't know when you got here, George, but did you see the part where Atari didn't pay anything? They traded Bulletproof Software the rights to Blasteroids home conversion in exchange for the arcade rights to Tetris. They paid not a penny. Genius. Leverage what you got in kind. Jeremiah said Warner Brothers owns the arcade. Oh, do they? Oh, that's one of those. That's one of those. Is that in like the Stun Runner, Blasteroids, Battlezone garbage? Yeah. Yeah. The other Atari. Yeah. Yeah, we need to bring those things back under the same, bring everybody back together in the same family. Yeah, we're trying to catch up with where we left off. Yeah. Because when I jumped into games, it did not bring us back. Okay, here we are. We were looking at the Game Boy. All right. Oh, Superpowers reach exclusive agreement. At CES, Nintendo ran a trade ad touting NES version of Tetris was currently creating and noting it had the exclusive rights. So take that, Tengen. It's just like Mario and a stereotypical Russian person in a fuzzy coat. Weird. And why do little badges on his chest look like tetrominoes? Missed opportunity. Hell yeah, Jeff. We need Battlezone back. We need Battlezone back, A, to get Battlezone back, but B, to iterate on Battlezone, to do other things you can. Was I back a little bit? Oh, you're right. I was right here. You're right. Back a little bit. Thank you. There's the Game Boy. Yep. Yeah, good call, Kasky. So Tengen's Tetris gets pulled. So they begin selling it without license, we know. The court found that they were in serious question, issued preliminary injunction. 250,000 copies locked away in a warehouse where they sat for years until being destroyed. So they now fetch a high price because of that. Yeah. There we go. And then we got there. Okay, so here is... Why can't we play it? Is it here? Is that version not here? I guess it's not. Well, dang it. Dang it, licensing. Yeah. Weltris. Okay, I don't know Weltris at all. November of 89, Pajitnov released his follow-up to Tetris. So he wrote this. I thought this was just someone's interpretation. This is what I know. Okay. The Making of Weltris. Another Soviet challenge. All right, so I assume Weltris is here to play. How come I'm not playing it yet? I know there are Weltrises here. Let's keep going. Pajitnov goes to America. He's making a world tour. In 90, at CES show. Okay. Muddle. The world wanted to know who was behind the phenomenon called Tetris. In early 1990, the TV program Scientific American Frontiers traveled to Moscow to speak with them. Getting a look at another original game called Muddles, which should be released as Muddled Casino. Okay. On Tetris, the soundtrack. February 21, BPS released the soundtrack CD, the Tetris music. Was this the first time, maybe, that... Does it say? Maybe the first time that a game sold its soundtrack separately? You see it all the time now. Interesting. Nintendo World Championships in 1990. Free trip to Russia. The Russian Center for San Francisco held a Tetris tournament. Grand prize, a free trip to the USSR. So, all right, Soviet Vice Consul Eugene Fokin was in attendance to witness 22-year-old programmer Kevin Warner defeat 22-year-old physicist Shane Dykman. Take the role. Huh. Thomas says they should have added the 3D Tetris to the Virtual Boy. Oh, yeah. Again, Nintendo stuff, probably. Crypto says, with the upcoming Tron movie coming soon. There was a teaser out for that recently? I didn't see it yet. Adaptation would look good, yeah. But then you can't come back. In Soviet Russia, trip take you. 1990, Los Angeles Times reported 4 million copies of Tetris had been sold. 150,000 from Spectrum Holobyte, 1.5 from NES, 2 million of the Game Boy. Well, that means that's every Game Boy, because it came with every one of them, right? It was always the pack-in. In the Cold War, who wanted that trip? Like, I would have loved to gone, because, well, we get philosophical, but I think a lot of the Cold War couldn't have happened the way it happened if we had had the internet, because it was the other, the alien, the non-US, and I think Soviets looked at us as like the other, the non-Soviet. If we had had a way to communicate amongst ourselves, there couldn't have been that wall, that iron wall, iron curtain of alienation. We would have, yeah. Powers, we could have. you become the propaganda. All right, so here's Hatris. All right, I don't know how to play this. Let's take a quick look. I'll definitely be taking a look. Hey, Ermi, I see you there. Hi, welcome. I'll definitely be taking a look at it. Yeah, you bet. Hey, Wood, I see you. Welcome. Thank you. Apparently, Chuck Norris is the spokesman for Hatris. Start. Okay. 0. 0. Music on or off? On. Oh, I have played something like this. So it's just columns, is that right? So I think I dropped that there. Do they go on? And do hats clear? Oh, so if I dropped that, it would be on top of the wrong one. So you have to decide. So these all go together. Let me see if I can clear. There. Oh, looks like 4. Looks like 4 of them. Let's put that over here. I get it. I get it. So let's flip this. That goes there. Now why the black hats clear? Well, maybe it takes 5. Let's look and see. 5 hats. Stack of 5 hats. There we go. My assumption has been verified. It's cute. Oh, that doesn't go there. See, what do you do when you get hats out of the mix? I guess you have to worry about cleaning them. So it's like, what does the least damage? Like, I have another place to put the brown hats, so I'll do this. And this stack's already screwed, so I'll do that. Now I have an empty stack. So I'll put this on top of the top hats. Jeff says, I love the member alert. Yeah. There's somebody who recognizes Vanguard. I just did Vanguard for my... I guess I need to do this for my Friday plays. Let's screw this up, I guess. That'll clear this. Oh, no! Got trigger happy again. Well, now what? All right, so put this on here. Well, I guess you do that to try to clear it up for the next round, right? All right, that's already screwed, so I'll do that. Let's see. I guess I'll stack that here. That's interesting. I don't want to mess that up. Oh! Once one drops, you can move the other one. Well, hell. That's good information. That's neat. All right, let me pause. I'm losing on the chat. Let's see. Woods is interesting. I can't see my comment. You may be looking at top chat instead of live chat. Hit the little tick down there. I see you. That was Alexey, the creator of Tetris, not Chuck Norris. It looks like Chuck Norris to me. I'm going with Chuck Norris. Yep. He invented every game, don't you know? Hey, Butter. Let's see. And then Mizu1 says, when it comes to Digital Eclipse, I can't wait to see if they come out with their modernized Night Stalkers. Oh, a modernized version. I hadn't even thought of that. Wow. Every one of the Utopia cities are playing Hatris. I'll be doing another stream. Ooh, perfect. Here, look at that. Of that. So once I drop that, now I can move the remaining hat. Well, this is much better than I was expecting now. All right, so now there's this. What do I do? Let's put that here. Let it drop there. So I can put this off here, then move that over here. That's very clever. So it's which side is it on? So I want that here, and then this over here. Really neat. So that goes this way. That's where I want it. That cleared. Isn't that neat? I want that here and that over here. How cool. What's that? They're halfway finished. Are they? Do you already know for sure they're doing a Night Stalker? They're doing an updated version? Don't be joking about Chuck Norris. That's a good point. That's a good point. No offense, Chuck. Oh, you needed a refresh? Gotcha. Yeah. So this goes here. That goes there. Okay. All right. I can sit and play this all day. So I guess they're updated versions of this. This is a different... I just thought it was Tetris with hats. Now I've learned. Yeah. So Jeremiah says, yeah, they were doing a Night Stalker Cloudy. I know that they were, but that was for Amico, and Atari didn't acquire the Amico stuff, so I don't know if any of that stuff got, kind of mixed in. So I don't know. Oh, that's interesting. So they're showing a tetromino turning into a hat that gets the point across right away. Oh, it's Tetris with hats. Which is kind of underselling it, honestly. Oh, here's the Game Boy Hatris. Well, giddy up. Let's try it right quick. Bulletproof software. Yeah. Oh, were they on the IP list? There you go. Now you know. Cute, as you'd expect. Yep. Oh, and the other thing I didn't notice last time is that the heights of the hat vary based on the type of hat. So, let's say certain ones, like those sombreros, take up a different amount of space. Cool. That's awesome. What color palette? Oh, look at the color palettes. Game Boy GBP? What is that? The light, maybe? The borders and a filter or an un. They do such a good job with that. Yeah, okay. Out we go. Let's move on. Knowing is half the battle. It's 25% blue lasers, 25% red lasers. Pocket, thank you. Pocket, that makes sense. Catch Hatris. Yeah, look at the guy catching all the hats. Sure enough. These ads. And another one, Hatris for the NES. Let's take a quick look, shall we? Sure. Bulletproof software. Some are saying the Game Boy version is the coolest version with the special abilities. So, I mean, very similar construction. Looks almost the same. Oh, look, yeah, but you have guys' heads. All right, Chuck Norris, I see you, baby. So that's different. You have the guys' heads, which you didn't have in the other one, right? Okay. Now I'm glad I looked at this one. Funny. Okay. Let's back out of that. All right. We're just about done with this tier. Faces. Around August 19th, Spectrum Hallbyte released its own take on Swap and Drop called Faces Tris 3. Oh, I see. Yeah. Interesting. Complete pictures of human faces from facial parts. Do we have that game? I didn't see that one in there, honestly. But I gotta go. If it's not, I gotta go look it up because that's interesting. There's a video about the swap and drop concept. Alexey moves to America. Yep. His family followed a few months later. The USSR dissolves. Yeah, it is creepy, which is why I want to play it. So is Fatris? I didn't see Fatris. Facetris. No. Okay, so we got through these. There's two more to step through. Yeah, power driven. Why don't we kind of extend when we're going to start the games over on Discord right after this? Yeah, cutting up faces into blocks is totally not something. There's a special sequel to Human Centipede all about cutting faces in pieces, I'm sure. The next move. The search for Tetris 2. They discuss challenges of sequelizing Tetris and why when it comes to Tetris less is more. Tetris 2 and Bombliss. BPS released Tetris 2 and Bombliss for the Famicom, only in Japan, created by a team of well-known Japanese game designers who are big Tetris fans. Okay. So, let me see it. Bombliss. So, I'm sure people in the stream have seen this many times before. I've never seen this game. Don't know what Bombliss is, but let's look and see. Register your name. Okay. There. G. X. G. That's us. That's who wants to play. So I guess this is all saved. Oh! So they included Tetris and this. Okay. Let's see how you play, because I certainly don't know. Look how smooth they're falling. That's interesting. So I'm guessing this extra little piece. I thought maybe it would fall separately. What? I'm off to a rousing start, aren't I? Let's put that in this hole where I can't put anything else, really. Ooh, a little bomb. Okay. So it's... Is there any benefit to having them close together, I wonder? Look, I can read the instructions, but that's for nerds. Oh, I bet you have to blow up the bomb that's at the bottom. See, a good game, I shouldn't have to read the instructions. You know what I mean? Oh, here. Scott's back with another factoid. He's full of them tonight. This version was developed by Chunsoft. An extension of music was Dragon... Oh, really? Oh, Dragon Quest composer, whom I will not try to pronounce. All right, this is salvageable. Barely. Oh, one thing Scott says, one thing that really surprised me is this: the bombs can be combined into bigger bombs. Okay. And then Scott says you make big bombs. Oh, am I making a 2x2 battery? Oh, there you go. I guess it does need a little instruction, but now I can kind of do it, right? Now that I know, make a 2x2. Well, not there. That's garbage. Now I'm obsessed with trying to make a 2x2. Terrible. Terrible. Yeah, that's the perfect spot for that. When can I... Oh, that's all bombs. Look at that. At least I have a little... Oh, there's a 2x2 I'm about to make. There it is! Not that I doubted you, but you were correct. He goes down here. I enjoyed Puzzle Fighter as well. I did like that. That's the best place I saw for that. Ooh! Woo! Chain reaction! Now I'm on board. I can see where this is. So this has a... It's not so much a drop as it is an accelerated decline. So you can just touch it a little to speed it up, but it's not an instant drop. I like that. It kind of gives you... Oh, I keep thinking that was going to fall on its own, which of course it does not. So put that up top so I can hopefully do something with it. Oh, don't mess that up. There we go. Put that there. I'm going to die shortly, I'm sure. Oh, that could go here. And I can make a 2x2. Giddy up. So this is a just... I thought that would blow up. All right, I clearly don't understand the rules yet. Terrible. John, you're terrible at Tetris. You should not play. This is an awful game for you. You should choose an entirely different game. Okay. I'm awful at this, but it's neat. I do like it. I like to be better at it. Just got here. What is this? Oh, we've concealed the name of this game cleverly in the thumbnail and description of the video. This is the new Tetris Forever from Digital Eclipse and Atari. You blast bombs by including them in lines. Got it. Got it. Yep. Thank you. Thank you. Gotcha. Made by fans. They didn't want to become president of Pokemon Company. He was a huge Tetris fan who had even written a strategy guide called The Solution to Scoring 100,000. He tried to license it, but wasn't able to. Okay. All-star team. Sure, still want to create a Tetris team, so put together a high-power team, including this guy, the director of Dragon Quest. Oh, look! We were just talking about that. Shoot up Xevious. Oh, wow. At Dragon Quest games. There you go. See, they didn't miss a trick, did they? Scott has shared that with us, I think. And, yeah. Bombliss, which will show up many Tetris releases through the years. 15 images. All right. This is just showing all the ads, the variety of things. Hey, Mizu once said a bomb mode will really come in handy when doing the Time Warp multiplayer mode. Oh, yeah! Yeah. Yep. Tetris 2. Bombliss plus Bombliss, right? So it's Tetris and more. Yeah, we saw the game. They both were in there, so. All right. Super Tetris. Spectrum Holobyte released its own follow-up to Tetris called Super Tetris, a completely redesigned game where the goal was to create lines at the bottom half of the screen, which was pre-filled with... Oh yeah! Oh, yeah. Yeah, I think I've seen that. But Super Tetris not included here, sadly. Just when you thought you'd broken the habit. Yep. Hey, bike guy, I see you. Scott says, well, they done got me. Let's see. Tetris Go CD. Philips releases a version of Tetris with a CD-based platform. It's the first version released for CD. Extra space for high-resolution film back. Oh, that's where we started getting those. And New Wave soundtrack. Okay. Yeah, CD changed a lot in terms of what people would include. It's stuff you didn't need. You know, video clips that weren't necessary. Just like, we got to use it. DVD-ROM did the same thing. People just immediately, like, rather than just feed the shark, they went straight to jump on the shark. Everything is unlocked from the beginning. You don't have to unlock anything. So you can play anything you want that they included. So, oh, here is Super Tetris. And Super Tetris 3 is stuff we never got to. Yep. They did. They went, well, no. The Fonz did stuff and then the shark. They just went straight to the shark. They just went right for it. Tetris Classic. Okay, the original Tetris gameplay, but added. Okay, just brought it up to speed with, like, what VGA graphics and stuff I'd expect, right? Here's some screenshots in here. Let's see. Yeah. Oh, beautiful. Look at that. Yeah, that's VGA, I think. Yeah, beautiful. Oh, but they're releasing that and Super Tetris and Wordtris. Yep. Giddy Up, Spectrum Holobyte. Tetris takes over the radio. In September, a musical artist named Dr. Spin releases a dance single called Tetris, which remixed the Game Boy soundtrack. It was a smash single, hit number 6 of the UK pop charts. Wow. I've never heard that. They include the movie. No. Super Tetris 2 and Bombliss. Okay. So this is what version? This is Nintendo's version of it. What was the other one we played? So I think we've seen this. There's another version of it. Oh, pretty. Bulletproof software. Yes, yes. That was common? Huh. I mean, I knew Pac-Man Fever did it, but I never knew there was a single for Tetris. I mean, it makes sense. Very similar. Very similar. All right. Let's move along. I'm going to go about another 15 or 20 minutes because it's getting late for me already. I'm going to turn into a pumpkin. There's some ads for it. You know what I want to try? So there's way more to explore. I want to spend some time looking at the updated version. Now, I don't have multiple people to play with. But this Time Warp, so this is an original game, just like Digital Eclipse did an original with the Atari 50, what they did Vector Sector and Haunted House and Quadra Tank and whatever else. Oh, Jeff, 445 there. Oh, it gets there fast. Okay, I'm like, I didn't think you were, I thought you were in the U.S. I did watch it. Yeah, we talked about it a bit earlier, John. Hey there. Definitely watched it, yeah. That, and there's a thing, series on Netflix called the Tetris Murders. Interesting to watch. It's a true crime thing that happened. Of course, it wasn't Alexey, but another person who worked for Alexey's company. Crazy story. Louisiana, okay. Single player. Time Warp Score Attack. All right, let's just try it. So the idea that I understand is that it's supposed to change different versions of Tetris as you go. So, and we have a hold option. Okay. I do like the remix. Remix it. Wow. A, this is beautiful. B, the music is on point. Hey, Delusional. How are you? Good to see you. Thank you for popping in. So now I have speed up and drop. I have all those things. Plus I have a hold button. Oh, hold is a one-time thing. You can't bring it back. That'd be good to put this. To put it there. Don't like that. Ooh, pretty. Oh, put that here. The Mamushka! Right, Kasky? There's got to be a better thing to do than stacking those upright, but that's the only thing I can ever find to do with them. There's one here. Hey, I got a place to put this one. Hooray! Paul Scott says, I think my favorite remix is A Complete History of the Soviet Union by a Pig with a Face of a Boy. Wow. Looks like a great compilation. I'll pick up the Xbox One version when I get home. Yeah. Comes out tomorrow, Rozzy. Hi there, by the way. I didn't see you here earlier. Oh, here's my chance. It's still, I'm going to put it over here so I can still work toward an actual Tetris. It's terrible. Terrible! What am I going to do with that? God, I got a place for that. Oh, here. Yay! Hey! Here we go! Oh, it was only a 3. Dang it! I still had a thing in the way. All right, I got to fill in that well because that's not helping me at all. This is a gorgeous. This soundtrack is in my ears. It's a wonderful stereo. It sounds so nice. Oh, so Mizu wants his classic Tetris strategy. Sometimes you need to move sideways or a little backwards to go forwards. That's kind of philosophical in a way that I really like. Ooh, that's a problem. All right, I'm going to do this, but then I'm going to do this and work it down, right? You really like the hard... I'm not about doing it the hard way. I'm about doing it poorly. I want that. Put it there. Oh no! This is over. I gotta move it. First thing right away. Oh God, this is terrible. Ridiculous. I is good at game. We need the bombs back. You're not kidding. Oh, look at me. Yes. It's high scores. Look at that thing. All right, so with a different number of players, so let me show you the idea. Playing by yourself is not a good idea, but it's actually fun to watch. Well, I'm glad. It's fun to watch me do it poorly even. So each time you clear 10 lines, the next tetromino to enter the matrix will be a time warp. Did I not clear 10 lines even? Is that my problem? Okay, well, knowing that, I guess I was just so obsessed with being dumb. It's almost bad as watching you play Utopia. Hey, I did okay with Utopia, I thought. You meanie. All right, so I'm going to do this. I'm going to go ahead. Dang it! I was trying to move it down slowly and wedge it in. But as you can see, I failed miserably. We'll fix it. That power drop is the business. High score. Yeah, Jeff Minter. Yeah, it was a bit trippy. All right, so now I've cleared that hole up. That's good. That here? Put that in that hole. That music is ethereal. Can you hear I hope you can hear the music as well as I can. It's kind of slightly echoey, a little trippy. Oh, let's catch up with the chat. Here we got. Just clear line. Okay. Oh, don't worry about it, Tetris. Just clear lines. Good point, because I need 10. Thank you. Good call. Let's see. Happy to get this collection though. It's pre-order on Switch. Yeah. Wait for it to unlock. Should be tomorrow. The music is great, right? All right. Yeah. Excellent point. All right. I do have a piece coming, so maybe I can have my cake and eat it too here. I get a 3-fer at least. So I've done 5 lines. Okay. There's 6. So for a time warp, we got to get 10. 7. All right, now. Nowhere good for that. 8. So a time warp is coming, right? Yeah, I'm not a huge, like I said at the beginning of this stream, I'm not an uber Tetris nerd. I'm having a great time. Now, granted, a part of that is you. You being here makes me have an even better time with games, but the game don't hurt, that's for sure. 9 lines, we're getting there. Oh, now it's a whole different piece. What does that do? And it behaves differently, and the graphics are different. Look at that. What does that one do differently? I stopped reading the instructions when I learned what to do, as you saw. Whoa! Clear big bomb. Whoa! The controls mimic too. 3, 2. So it was like a goal, I didn't accomplish it. 26 points earned in the warp. Isn't that neat? Digital Eclipse, you brilliant bastards, you. It's Mike Micah is what it is. He's the wizard over there. Oh, I can see that. I want to time travel again. I just get another 8 lines here. If I can not screw it up. All right, let's fill in part of this. There we go. This'll help. There we go. Oh, look at giddy up! Oh, it goes right here. 19. I get a triple combo achievement. I don't like that one. Let's flip. And the same one on hold. Crap. Guess I could have looked at that. All right, so it looks like I have to put it somewhere, and if I make a Tetris with it, that's what time warps me, yeah? That appears to be what happened before. I could go back and read the instructions, but that's for nerds. Yeah, I think it pretty much was a bonus level. Yeah, that's effectively what it was. I only care about accomplishing this. So here we go, baby. There's a combo. It didn't time warp me though. Wonder what initiated that. Was this? Oh, so Joshua, hey Joshua says by tomorrow Tetris 99's lobby will be empty on it as people switch to this. But unfortunately, this doesn't have an online component, as far as I'm aware. You have to play couch co-op, which I'm in favor of, but I get why people would prefer to have online. I did the same thing. Yeah, it's all local multiplayer. Now we can use tools like not Synergy. What's the tool we use for remote playing games that don't support it? I've forgotten the name of it. I haven't used it in a while. Some GXG tournaments, yeah. That would be great. That's what I want to have with Utopia Must Fall. I'm waiting on those. Whoa, time warp! Clear one big bomb. All right, so to make a big bomb first. So now I made one. So now I have to clear a big bomb. That's not the way to do it. Come on. Throw it. Yeah, so I'm not... I get almost no time to do it. I earned 6 points. Parsec. Thank you, Thomas. Yes, that's the one. We've done many co-op games using Parsec. Yep. That's a nice little piece of software if you haven't used it. Music has got me jamming. Alright, when I wrap this game up, we're going to wind up the stream. I've had a great time tonight. I didn't know how much I would enjoy this. That's why I disclosed my bias at the beginning of the stream, that, you know, to tell you, hey, if you're looking for a review from the biggest Tetris fan on the planet, it's not going to be John. You do have to think fast. Like, I'm guessing there was a way to do it, but I could. Oh, that was genius. Let's do this and clear some lines at least. I want more time warp junk. It's a twofer. Oh, there it is. Oh, now we're going back to 80. Oh! Clear 4 lines. I can't clear 1 line. Clear 4 lines. You lost your mind. Do you gain time if you do well once? I don't know. I have no idea. There must be a level of play that I'm not aware of that allows you to accomplish those little achievements. It ain't something I know how to do. Don't go for the Tetris here, just keep making lines. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, it's habit, you know? It's what I'm used to doing is I keep trying to get the lines, I get the Tetris, instead of focusing on lines. Giddy up! There we go, that's good. Drop him there, excellent. And if you see the screenshots, like it's 4 people on screen at the same time. Alright, let's switch those out. I need that. Oh, no. Good here. Yeah. Alright, one's coming. Tetris, yo! Plus, I got a thing. Time warp? Where we going? Oh! Clear a double. So I got to do this over here. I wonder if the pieces are falling in such a way that you should be able to accomplish it. Come on, I need the box to clear a double. I ran out of time. I got 1,800 points that time. That's something. Get over there. That was close. Flow with the bricks. Oh, that was a mistake. Now, as a reminder, after we get done with this game, we're going to wrap up the stream. If you would like to join us over in our Discord server, we're going to be playing some social games, kind of Jackbox-style games together. GenXGrownUp.com/Discord. That's terrible. Please come over and join us if you have any interest at all. We would love to have some fresh blood in our games. And it looks like it might be sooner than later the way this is going. There we go. I can do a little. That'll help. That can be 1 line. There's one. There's one. Ooh, 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 ooh. There's over there. It's getting faster. I'm sure you can see that. Come on. All right. That's right. There we go. There's another line. Ah, crap. That was a mistake. Just going too fast for me to adjust. Ha-ha! I almost did something good. Squeeze that in at the last second, but... maybe a little too late. Come on. Ah! Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! Yep. And that's what that looks like when you lose. That's pretty cool. GXG. We here. That's a second game. 33,000. Oh, looks Alexey, Pajitnov, Henk Rogers, and the other names. That's cool. What sucks, Marcus? What is it? Tell us. All right. Quit. That's cool. Marcus says, John playing Tetris, George's mom, a tornado. You're unkind. You're just unkind. Okay. So, hey, this was a look at the brand new, releases tomorrow, Tetris Forever. By Digital Eclipse and Atari. Atari owns Digital Eclipse now. 17 versions plus the one you just saw. The was it called Time Tetris? Time Warp. Tetris Time Warp. Hey, Tony, I see you popping in. All right. Hey, I am so grateful to all of you for being here during this stream. To everybody that put junk on my hat, I appreciate you. That's wonderful. Thank you for the support. I always have a great time with these live streams. Per Jeff's request, I'm going to try to schedule them more regularly so it's more predictable and see if it's something we can do with more regularity. I have a great time. You guys seem to have a nice time. So, as I leave, if you're watching this live, if you're interested, come and join us in Discord right now, GenXGrownUp.com/Discord. We're going to be in the live games channel playing some social games. All you need is your browser. Hey, Marcus, thank you for that. Let me give you a little heart for that. Is that something I can do? There it is. I'll throw a little clip up there for you. We're all going to be playing together. We'd love for you to join us. We do it periodically. The more, the merrier. I see a hidden track. I see again, Kasky. Thank you, Thomas. Power Driven, everybody. Appreciate you being here, and I will see you on the next one. Have a great rest of your week. Bye-bye.